Hey everybody, it's Mike from Monkey Fab. So I got the bumper and the intercooler back on. Back up on here. Should probably shut the door. I'm waiting for a helicoil to show up. My new beef is with eBay and all their Chinese sellers that have their addresses listed in America and say they ship from America, and then when you buy the stuff it goes to say it's shipped in Hong Kong and you're waiting 2 weeks. So I'm done with eBay, and I guess I'll be switching over to Amazon. I really don't care. I mean, I'm a free trade kind of guy. You get whatever you get from wherever. It's not a big deal to me, but just get tired of that bullshit, man. I've called eBay and told them, hey, this is an issue, and they don't care. They're getting their fees, they're getting their cut, and they don't care if that's being done fair or just complete people lying. Apparently, they're cool with that. But anyway, so killing time. What I thought was originally this car had a little plastic doohickey that kind of sat here, and it kind of scooped air up, kind of like an air dam. And I like to do something like that, maybe on like a small scale. I don't want anything pronounced really kind of sticking out underneath the car, and but just something that kind of help, because this intercooler sits basically behind this bumper, and there's only two holes here, maybe 3 inches by 11 inches on either side, and it gets enough air. I mean, it's a 1,000 horsepower core, but any little bit would probably be good, as far as it can't hurt. So I was thinking is maybe make a little lip that kind of comes out and dips down and maybe sticks down just a little bit, so when you're outside standing there looking down at the car, you're not really going to notice it, but it's enough to kind of help push a little extra air up. And it's a project, right? I'm inventing projects to do. So anyway, I think I'm gonna do that. Probably lay this out with a bit of cardboard, and then I'll probably transfer that over to some aluminum, and we'll get it done. All right, well, there we go. Same thing as always, just, lay out with the cardboard. And I took it over to the CAD software and kind of laid it out. Just went ahead and marked where I need to put the bins at, so that way it should kind of make it a little easier on me. I was able to use some old aluminum I've had for years. I'm always happy when I'm able to use old stuff, because it's this is gonna be painted, and it didn't really matter if it had some scratches on it and whatever. And so this one had some scratches on it, so now I'm getting to put it to use. So never get rid of metal, man. It's always gonna have some use. And just hit it with the DA real quick, just to give it a nice surface for the paint to adhere to, and just take off, when you cut this stuff, like I said a million times, it leaves little boogers on the back where you cut at. So I just took that off, knocked all that stuff down, and kind of gave it a nice fresh surface. So we'll go ahead and bend this up and see how it wants to fit on the car. Hopefully it'll fit good. This is some adhesive backed foam rubber. It's a 1/2 inch by 1 inch, like high density foam rubber. This is good stuff. I got it from McMaster Car. And what I plan on doing is to keep this thing from banging and rattling around on the intercooler. I plan on, and also sealing it tight. So I'm going to run this across the bottom of the intercooler. The spoiler will have a standoff welded just a little bit shorter than a 1/2 inch, so when I bolt it down, it'll kind of smush into this, and it'll keep it nice and tight, and all's good in the hood. So there's 2 screws right here, and this is all good. That is where I want it. Nice and even, but the holes are off. That's what happens when you try to do everything with the CAD stuff, is it just doesn't always compute, which is it's unfortunate, but it is the way it is. So what we'll do is go ahead and mark these and just drill them. We'll just mark them and drill them. We'll do it old-fashioned style. Alright, so this guy is on, and I'm not too terribly unhappy with it. I messed those bolts up, and yeah, I was way off. So it is what it is. What I'll do is I'll just trace this on the back side, and we'll just lob that off with a saw. And it's just it's a nice little lip. It's not going to be terribly noticeable. I think I lied to you. I really don't remember where I left off. It's been a week. Had some family come visit, but working with this Chin spoiler, I think I told you I was going to weld some bungs to the intercooler and mount it there as well as the frame. Once I got it mounted on the frame, it was so stout. Like, let's see, here it is, right meow, and I can literally bounce the car up and down and it doesn't move at all. It's sturdy. It's hard to see here. Let's see. So anyway, it's just mounted in the 2 points that I originally made for it, and that works great. And then I put up top here, I put the foam rubber in between the two, and it's kind of, when I bent this, I kind of bent it a little less than 90 degrees, so it kind of goes up, so it presses against that foam rubber, and it's on there. It's sturdy, and I think it looks decent. See if I can get some shots. I can't open the garage because it's like 120 degrees out today, and I'm not willing to suffer. But yeah, I mean, it's right here, and yeah, it just hangs down a little bit, but overall, you know, from the view of the car, you're not going to see it, and it may do something and it may do nothing. I don't know. So what I will do is, since I have the engine all torn apart and the all the pipes out and whatnot, I'll weld another intake, or an intake air sensor on the pre-turbo side. So what I can do is I can give you guys data on future stuff, and also you maybe try it with the spoiler and without the spoiler, and highway speeds and blah 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 blah. And I think that'd be kind of cool. So that'll wrap up this video. Thanks for dropping by and checking it out. Be sure to drop by Monkey Fab Garage and check out my web store. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, this is Mike Monkey Fab signing out.